During the time of the Emperor, Lumia was a beautiful and peaceful kingdom. But some Lumens chose to ignore the great Emperor's laws and went their own way. Soon after this, the darkness came. Seeing this, the Emperor sent his son, the Prince, to save our kingdom. But the evil Zordock had him murdered in the dark wood. Kina and I narrowly escaped with our lives, and the awful truth, we feared all of Lumia would be lost. But the Emperor had a plan, for the Prince himself appeared to us no longer dead, but alive. That day changed our lives forever and was the beginning of our kingdom adventure. I just couldn't believe what was happening. The prince was hanging there, so still.
Are you sure it was the Emperor's prince?
Oh, yes. We watched the whole thing. From the beginning, it was the prince, and they tied him up between two trees, and they murdered him. Oh.
It was as if some evil power was controlling Pitts. I don't even think he knew what he was doing.
But you say you talked to the prince later. How can you talk to a dead prince?
After we escaped from Pitts and his guards, we got lost running through the dark wood. It was then that the prince found us. He was alive. And he told us of the Emperor's plan. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right.
You're not telling that Prince in the Dark Wood story again, are you? Give it up, Pokum.
Garbo, why do you find it so hard to believe that the Emperor's prince has come to
No.
Lumia?
Give me a break. Have I ever seen this prince of yours? Why doesn't he come around here?
He will. Someday.
Oh, sure. Well, just when will he get here? Tonight?
We're not sure exactly when he's coming back.
Yeah, and he promised that one day he would come back to Lumia for good.
It will all happen just like the Emperor planned it. There's just some things he had to do first.
I get it. He's just too busy for us. Yeah.
Great. Well, maybe when or if he ever gets here, we'll believe your story is true. Until then, I think you're both a little weird. Making it out of the dark wood alive after escaping from some goon in a dark cloak who had red glowing eyes, then meeting a prince that was dead and then came back to life.
Can't you see, Garbo? The dark wood is growing, and the prince was sent to rescue us.
All I can see is your wild and woolly imagination. Have you spoken to any bunchberry trees lately?
Kina, why won't they listen? Why won't they believe that the prince is alive? I just don't know what to do next.
I guess we just have to keep trying.
But how, Kina, how? We've tried everything. What's left to say?
Pokum, you don't think we should give up, do you?
No, I'll never give up. But, sometimes I just don't know what to think. Oh, Prince. Look, the Emperor's prince.
My prince.
What has you both so troubled?
Prince, why are there so many Lumens who just won't believe us? Even Pops thinks we're crazy.
I don't understand it either. We are telling the truth. We didn't make it up.
They make me so mad. I wish I could make them believe.
You can't force the other lumens to believe the truth. Each one has to decide in his own heart whether to believe or not. Zordock and his followers are working hard to persuade the others to forget the Emperor. The more they forget, the harder it will be for lumens to believe the truth when they do hear it.
But everyone wants some kind of proof.
The Emperor's plan was long ago given to Lumia in the Emperor's Great Book. The words of this book have great power. Zordock knows this and has stopped at nothing to destroy the book. But he cannot. The Emperor's words are a mighty weapon against him.
I remember Pops telling us that at one time, the words of the Emperor were known everywhere.
That was until Magistrate Pitts came to power. But then, Pop said, all of the books were burned in a strange ceremony.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. That's one reason why it's been so easy for lumens to forget. Books can be burned, but the truth in them, when written on one's heart, can never be destroyed.
What can we do?
Yes, is there anything that the two of us can do?
There is one last book of the Emperor that remains. It is the one copy that can never be destroyed. Listen carefully. The great Emperor's book can be found in the Royal Library at Lumia Castle.
In Lumia Castle? We'll never get it. That castle is guarded by day and night by Pitt's guards.
Be brave, and there will be a way.
Thank you, Prince. We'll try.
Yes, thank you. With your help, I know we can find the Emperor's book. Wow! Come on, Kina. That book is the evidence we've been looking for.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Hooray, let's go. Come on.
What is your business at Lumia Castle, Forest Lumens?
We want to look at some old books in the Royal Library.
This is very important. Please?
You can't get into the library without the permission of the High Advisor Livadiah. And you can't see him without an appointment. And only one lumen can make an appointment at one time.
Here you go, Pokum.
Okay, I'd like to make an appointment.
You can't.
Why not?
Yeah.
You have to wear a red hat.
What?
Are you wearing a red hat?
No, but
Here comes Magistrate Pitts. Make way for the Chief Magistrate.
What's all the fuss, Naps?
This Forest Lumen here wants to get into the Royal Library. And I was just explaining.
What could possibly interest you in the Royal Library, Pokum?
I only want to look at some old books, Magistrate. That's all. Books on, lumens of, greatness, like yourself.
How very studious of you. He wants to read about lumens of greatness like me. Let him in, Naps.
Let him in.
Wow.
Yes, and summon Livadiah. Tell him he has a visitor.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sheesh. No one is ever allowed into the library without following the rules. First, they tell me, no, no, no. Then Pitt says, go, go, go. I just don't get it.
Follow him, Naps. That Forest Lumen is certainly up to something. See what is in
Right.
those books that's so important. And don't mess up. Got it, Bramble Brain?
More detective work, eh, boss? You're so smart, boss. I knew you wouldn't let Pokum into the castle without a plan to get him. I'll find out what that lumen's up to, boss. No problem.
Now, what is so important that you needed to see me in such a hurry, young fellow?
Livadiah, I'm looking for a book. An old book. An old book of the Emperor. One that speaks about the prince.
I do remember something written about the Empress Prince, but
Yeah?
it will probably take me forever to find it.
Please look, Livadiah. I must see it.
Well, let's have a look then.
Okay.
I have not looked in old books for some time. Too busy training new mosquito bites. Exasperating business, really.
Yeah.
Well, a prince, let me see. Too thick, bubbling stock. Add 7 well-crushed toenails. Preferably big and smelly. Well-crushed toenails, big and smelly? No, no, this can't be it. Wrong book. Now let's see, what have we here? This looks very promising. If the eyeball begins to bulge outward and threatens to fall from the socket, oh my, what now? Oh, nothing about the prince in here, I think. Let brew for 1 hour, remove bag and serve in a warm cup. Now, doesn't that sound like great tea? I'd forgotten all about that recipe.
Wow.
Oh, I think I'll try that one tonight with my punchberry bagels and jam. Now, what are you doing?
Maybe we should try that one.
I'd almost forgotten that one. I wonder how it got here.
Great.
Well, all right then. Let's have a look. Now then, what have we here? They have forgotten my ways. They have turned to the darkness and shadows. Their hearts have turned hard. They are ruled by fools.
That sounds like Lumia today.
Now let's see. Here it says, the way of the wicked is darkness. Darkness like a claw that tears the kingdom apart.
The dark wood. That's describing the dark wood, Lividiah. Sir?
Well now, this is interesting. It says here, the emperor shall send a sign. My prince will rescue Lumia from destruction.
That's it. That's it. Does it say anything else? Yeah.
Yes, it says that there would be a plot against the emperor. Let me read.
A plot? Pitts will want to hear about this.
The prince shall then appear to break the power of death and gloom and rid the world of fear. From death to life he'll surely pass.
That's the prince.
Despite the pompous goon.
That sounds like Pitts.
And Lumia shall then be free, and all shall be as new.
That's it. The other Lumens will have to believe me when they see this. Oh, Lividiah, how can I ever thank you? I must be going now, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. I'll be back to show the others the book. Great.
I better report to Pitts right away. Detective Knapp's reporting, Your Magistrate, sir.
Well, what did you find in the library besides dust?
Pokum was asking the High Advisor about some great book of the Emperor.
And what did a high advisor tell him? Since there are no remaining copies of the Emperor's book.
Well, they looked through a lot of books.
Yes.
Well, boss, there I was doing my duty, watching carefully. They were reading some really weird stuff about smelly toenails and bulging eye sockets. Really gross stuff, boss. But then they opened this really old, dusty book that was full of light.
Full of light?
Yeah, and they spent a long time reading in that one. I think it was the one that Pokum was looking for.
Could you hear them? Could you hear the words? What were they reading?
No, I couldn't hear much of anything, boss.
That Pokum is up to something, I know it. I'm sure Master Zordock will be very interested in that book. Anything that Pokum is interested in interests me, Naps. Go to the Royal Library at once and bring me back that book.
Sure, boss. I'll find it. I hope the mosquito bites haven't found it away yet. And boss,
What is it? What is it?
Well, it's about my library card. You see, it's way overdue, and maybe I could borrow yours.
You bramble brain, pay the fine and get that book. Now go.
Okay, I'll get the book, boss.
Zordock will be so pleased with me. I must take that book to him immediately. I'll bet it's valuable. Maybe even magic. A book of light.
Now, where did I put that book on?
Okay, Gorf, you know the plan. Keep Libediah looking the other way.
Look!
Yeah.
The book. Okay, Nips. Hi, Advisor Libediah. I've come to ask you a question about a book.
Questions, questions. This has certainly been a day of questions. Well, which book is it?
Which book? This book.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, what exactly did you want to know?
Well, this is a very hard question. I don't know if you can answer it or not.
What was it you wanted
Look
to
at this
know?
book.
There's the book.
What does it say right here?
Well, let me see.
Right here.
Well, Golf, you've chosen a very interesting book. In fact, I wrote this book myself.
You did?
Yes, I did. And it's a book you would do well to read yourself, Golf. 100 Steps to Better Gardening. Would you like to borrow this book, Golf?
Well, yeah, I mean, oh, no.
Well, which is it,
No
Golf?
thanks, Libediah. You're so wise. Bye, thanks, see you later.
Golf, I wrote this book myself. It's marvelous.
What a wonder I am. Zordock will surely reward me handsomely for this. I hate that buzzard. Filthy thing. Always shows up at the wrong time. He'll probably want to take credit for my gift to Zordock and keep the reward for himself. Not a chance.
Stop! What nasty business brings you to Zordock's lair, Lumen?
I have something of great value to show his evilness. Now let me into the cave.
Oh, not so fast. What something of great value might that be? That one?
It's a gift.
Oh!
And a secret, Buzzard Beak.
Oh!
Keep me waiting here any longer, and I'll tell Zordock you were trying to steal this gift to keep for yourself.
Very well. I'll inform his evilness. Wait here until you are summoned.
No respect.
Magistrate Pitts wants to see you.
For what reason?
Well,
It is I, your darkness, your faithful servant.
I told you to wait until you were summoned.
Silence! Why have you disturbed me?
I've come with good news and a special gift.
A gift for me? What could you have that could possibly interest me?
Those wretched forest lumens, Pokum and Kina, are still spreading stories about the Emperor's Prince. They blame me for his murder in the Dark Wood. And worse, they still insist he's alive.
I hate those lumens.
They thought they had found a way to convince the others to believe their crazy story. And I, your worthy servant, have discovered the evidence they were going to use.
What evidence? What have you brought? Show me.
Look, your darkness, it's a special book of light.
You fool! Take it away!
What is it? Well, what's wrong? This book is magic, Zordock. It has power.
It is not a book of magic, you fool!
The Emperor's great book.
That book is filled with the words of the Emperor. His words are death to me. The light,
is burning me.
Oh, don't worry, Zordock. I'll have the book destroyed. That way it will never, ever harm you.
No, no, you must not. Not even I can destroy the words of the Emperor. I thought I had rid Lumia of all his books. I should have known better. It can never be destroyed. Only hidden. Ah!
Are you all right, your darkness? Can I do anything for you? A glass of cool water, perhaps? Something to soothe your palate? Maybe a pillow?
Go! Take the book away. Return it at once to wherever you found it. Its power is draining me. Go!
Right.
Go.
Yes, master. I'm going. Here I go. I'm going
Keep
now.
it from that forest lumen, Pokum, at all costs. That wretched lumen must never know of its full power over me.
Hide it in here. Pokum and Kina will never find it in here. That's it. Put it in. Now here. Make sure it's locked.
Why?
Let's get out of here. Come on.
Okay.
Hurry up.
What is your business?
Let us in, please. I've brought my friends to the Royal Library to see the Emperor's book. Lividai and I were looking at it earlier. I'm sure he won't mind.
Yeah.
Very well then.
Great.
Yeah.
You may enter.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Yeah. Naps. Oh, Naps. Just the guard we've been looking for. We've
What?
come to visit the Royal Library.
Oh, no.
How do you get to the
What is the meaning of all this commotion?
All these rowdy lumens want to visit the Royal Library, boss.
Funny that you should mention the Royal Library when there's been a robbery there today.
A robbery?
Wow, did you hear that?
Yes, seems someone made off with some valuable old books. The library is off limits until the culprit is found.
Hi, Advisor. Lividaya. Please, tell the Chief Magistrate it's all right for me to show my friends the book. The book we looked at earlier.
And what book might that be?
Why, the Emperor's great book.
Yeah.
What a shame. It's the very book that's gone missing. How strange that it went missing when you left the library this morning.
Oh, Pitts, you're not accusing me.
Don't worry. I'll find the thief that stole this most valuable book.
Oh.
And another thing. If I hear you, Pokum, spreading any more stories about this imaginary prince of yours,
No.
I'll have you arrested for disturbing the peace in the kingdom.
What?
Now, aren't the rest of you a little tired of hearing Pokum and Kina's stories?
Oh.
Run along, all of you.
Pitts.
Let's go.
It was there. I saw the book and I read it.
You're becoming quite a little storyteller, Pokum.
What?
First you're buddies with the Emperor's prince. Next you're finding the last of the Emperor's books.
Well,
Come on, Pokum. We better leave.
it doesn't matter. I know what I believe.
Yeah.
That forest lumen, Pokum's faith, is growing despite my evil. I can feel my strength being drawn from me. The Emperor has reclaimed the East Forest from the Dark Wood. I should have known the book would reappear. Keep watching those forest lumens, Dagger. The book must disappear forever. Now go. You must not fail me, Buzzard. The Emperor must not win.
We were so close. I just know the others would believe us if they could read the Emperor's great book.
I wish I had seen it.
It told of the Emperor sending the prince, and of the prince being murdered in the Dark Wood.
Everything, just as we saw it.
We must find the book. But,
Yeah.
who took it and where?
Don't be discouraged, Pokum. The prince will be there to help us whenever we need him. Yeah.
And we'll find the Book of Light again. I know we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.